ॐ अजाय नमः। ॐ अव्ययाय नमः। ॐ अविनाशिने नमः। ॐ अचिन्त्याय नमः। ॐ अप्रमेयाय नमः। ॐ अद्वितीयाय नमः। ॐ अनिकेताय नमः। ॐ अनुशासनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ अन्तःसाक्षिणे नमः। ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ आत्मस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय नमः। ॐ ईश्वराय नमः। ॐ उदारहृदयाय नमः। ॐ उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः। ॐ एकस्मै नमः। ॐ ओङ्कारविदे नमः। ॐ करुणासागराय नमः। ॐ कर्मपरायणाय नमः। ॐ कालातीताय नमः। ॐ कैवल्यस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ कृतात्मने नमः। ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः। ॐ गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रचारकाय नमः। ॐ गुरवे नमः। ॐ गुणातीताय नमः। ॐ ग्रन्थकृते नमः। ॐ चिन्मयाय नमः। ॐ चिन्नसंश्रयाय नमः। ॐ जगदात्मने नमः। ॐ जगत्साक्षिणे नमः। ॐ जनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ जिदान्द्रियाय नमः। ॐ जीवब्रह्मैक्यविदे नमः। ॐ जीवन्मुक्ताय नमः। ॐ जीर्णमन्दिरोद्धारकाय नमः। ॐ तपोवनशिष्याय नमः। ॐ तपस्विने नमः। ॐ तापनाशनाय नमः। ॐ तीर्थस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ तेजस्विने नमः। ॐ देहातीताय नमः। ॐ द्वन्द्वातीताय नमः। ॐ दृढनिश्चयाय नमः। ॐ धर्मसंस्थापकाय नमः। ॐ धीमते नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। ॐ धैर्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ नारायणाय नमः। ॐ निजानन्दाय नमः। ॐ निरपेक्षाय नमः। ॐ निःस्पृहाय नमः। ॐ निरुपमाय नमः। ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः। ॐ नित्याय नमः। ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः। ॐ परमाय नमः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पावनाय नमः। ॐ पावकाय नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः। ॐ फलासक्तिरहिताय नमः। ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः। ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः। ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः। ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः। ॐ भूम्ने नमः। ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः। ॐ महर्षये नमः। ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः। ॐ मनोहराय नमः। ब्रह्मणे नमः ॐ मेधाविने नमः ॐ यदात्मने नमः ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः ॐ वाग्मिने नमः ॐ विभवे नमः ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः ॐ वीतरागाय नमः ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः ॐ श्रुतिपारगाय नमः ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः ॐ समबुद्धये नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ साधवे नमः ॐ सुमनसे नमः ॐ सुहृदे नमः ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः. Thanks to the hosts, first of all, for hosting this satsang on the Tamil New Year Day. What is the New Year's name? Vilambi. Helambi become Vilambi now. Vilambi. Vilambi the Sutra. In Tamil, Vilambarada means to offer anything. Also to talk. Vilambina. In Malayalam it is distribution. In Tamil, Vilambaram means advertisement. Vilambita, spoken, described, and we appropriately have got the name for you of Gurudev, Vagmine Namaha. Say that? I think 81, correct?
Yes.
Out of 108 names, we have completed up to so far 80 names of Gurudev in 80 satsangs. Today is 81st. And the name we are going to see is Vagmine. The one who is eloquent in speaking. This eloquency in speaking does not mean scholarliness. Some people cannot stop talking. Some people cannot stop talking, and they have got now an instrument in their hand to talk constantly. Cell phone. And interestingly, the number of people talking in the world has increased 100 times, 1,000 times. Earlier you have to go to the phone and it may be in another room. Or sometime you may have to somebody's house only you have to go and talk. Now, anywhere and everywhere, including restroom. Why? Because I have an instrument and there is somebody listening also. Thousands of miles away. I can talk. So, it is said that when you are speaking, first thing you please listen one thing, that you are the first listener. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Who is the first listener of your talk? My own ears. So before you speak to anyone, please listen to your own words. Is it worth talking or not? But eloquency does not mean just talking. In Bhagavad Gita, in the Dhyana Shloka it comes. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande paramanandamadavam. If you worship Bhagavan Krishna, he who will make a mute person eloquent. Mukam means mute. One who can't speak. Umai, Tamil. Karoti vachalam. He can make a mute person, a dumb fellow, to become an eloquent person. But in Sanskrit, the beauty of the words is that it can be other way around also. One who is unnecessarily talking, he will make him completely mute. Vachalam karoti mukham api. When you see, when Arjuna saw the Lord in his gigantic Vishwarupa, he became completely speechless. So it is said that when you are in front of the Lord, stop talking, let him start talking. Meditation is where you listen, he will talk. Prayer is where you talk, he will listen. In prayer we say, I want this, I want that, I want that. Bhagavan just listens to it. Once you finish, most of the time we are not ready to afterwards listen to what he was wanting to say. We will say something and then by the time he answers, we are already gone. Gone. Bhagavan says, hey, I want to talk to you something. We are not there. There are some people like that, no? You call them and they talk to you more than what you talk. And you forget what you wanted to tell them. Ramayana shuru ho gaya uska. So you say uska Ramayana. His Ramayana started. Nowadays Ramayana, Mahabharata. It is not only a story of Ramayana, but they talk about the fight that happens between the in-laws, outlaws, everything. So Vagmine Namah means one who is eloquent in speech. See, actually Gurudev, when he went, Swami Chinmayananda, when he was a very great journalist, as you know, he has written on social issues and problems. And so when he went to Swami what is his name? Shivananda, somebody's phone is still on. Swami Shivananda, so he was a great writer himself, and about him he has to write. That was his assignment. So when he was taking interviews from Swami Ishwaranandaji and observing what he was doing, etc., and he was sending reports or sending notes to his headquarters in Delhi. One day, Swami Ishwaranandaji said to him, you have been here for quite some time, and every evening we have a satsang, where I will ask one of my students to speak on a subject. Why not you speak one of the days? Swami Chinmayananda was quite shocked because he never gave public lecture until that point. He said, I am good in writing, but not in speaking. Shivananji looked at him and said, do you write without thinking? No. So do you write without knowing what you are writing? No. And instead of writing, you speak. That is all. But he was so shocked. He had so much of stage fear He didn't realize. So when he, next evening when he was asked to speak, he couldn't speak. So at the end of the day, Swamiji asked, so you are afraid of the people? You are afraid of how the people would judge you? That's why when you're writing, you don't know who the audience is. They are reading it after you write. But when you're talking, they are in front of you looking at you. So many people have this stage fear about talking. And that is the reason. Oh, these people are judging me. If I make a mistake, what will happen? So then, slowly, Shivananji trained him how to speak. How to speak on a particular given subject, how to think about it, how to put it in a logical fashion, how to make it simple to people, how to make it available to people to think. Your talk should not be just talk, but it should make people think. So he trained him like that. Some people talk, never bother about what others thinking about it. Some of the lecturers are there, when they start talking, your body become numb, your mind become dumb. That's what they speak. So, Gurudev on the other hand, he got trained in such a way, when he would speak, even the smallest child, maybe it's a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, will also get grasped into that talk so much. He had the ability to grasp the attention of everyone in the audience. Whether it's a small child, a teenager, youth, adult, even seniors. Everybody would listen with rapt attention, and that was because he was eloquent. He knew not only vocabulary, but how to make it so interesting to people. And that too on a subject matter which is most difficult. If it is about some story, etc., many people will listen. Bhagavatam, Ramayana, stories, a lot of people listen to it. But to talk about Vedanta, about philosophy, which is so abstract, and make it interesting to people. Some people also talk, interesting it will be. You know what is interesting means? Interesting. In between you go to sleep, that is called interesting. In between you are, everybody is knowing away. Making it interesting such that everyone will pay attention to it. And he knew that whenever there is a certain slackness in the attention, he will bring a joke or some anecdote and make it very, 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 applicable, practical to everyone. That is the beauty of Gurudev's eloquence. In fact, he was not very conversant in any other language than in English. So throughout his life, 45 years of his public life, he spoke only in English. And interestingly, I might have told this before, I was in Trivandrum just a few months back, last month. And I happened to meet the person whose grandfather was Gurudev's teacher. He was Gurudev's teacher, English teacher. And in the when he was in the middle form, they call those times they call the middle form, around maybe 8th or 9th grade or 7th or 8th. Gurudev failed in English language. Failed. And his father was so upset. He sent him to a special teacher, English teacher, to get trained. And that particular teacher was very well known in the whole of Kerala state as the master in English literature. And he taught him, it's always true, teacher makes a big difference. In any subject, if you are able to take interest in any subject more than any other subject, it's because of the teacher. One who is capable of making it interesting to you. So come. So he trained him in such a way, later on Gurudev became most conversant most conversant in that English language. So, and his vocabulary was very, very, very high. Many English professors would come and listen to him only to know new words, synonyms, and the vocabulary was so high. In fact, I was told that Angla Bhasha Viduttamaya Namaha, that's one of the names. And we find that one English professor in Hyderabad, he used to tell his students, go and listen to this Swamiji and write down what new words you learned today. And let us say he had 10 or 15 students under him, postgraduate. Find out which are all the new words that you have learned today. And nobody should repeat. If he has written, you should not be repeating that. That means you have to find at least 15 new words. And they will always come up with 15 new words which Gurudev has spoken. That much is the eloquency of Gurudev. And if you've seen his talks, especially in Kerala and all, when he used to, even in Kerala, he didn't speak in Malayalam in public. Of course, in private conversation he would do. When he would give lectures, you could see first few rows are occupied by Christian priests and nuns. Christian priests and nuns will be occupying first few rows. For what? How to converse a difficult topic about God to the audience, we have to learn from him. They will not speak about Gita, they will be speaking about Bible. But how to speak a subject like this to common people with so much of enthusiasm. How to do that? They have learned from him. So that is why we call him as the man of eloquence. Vagmine Namah. There is a beautiful Dhyana shloka is there. Pradasmarana stotras. I mean, some of you know. Pradasmarami hridi samhit suratatma tattvam satchitsukam paramahamsa gatim turiyam yat swapna jagara sushuptam aveti nityam tad brahma nishkalamaham nacha bhuta sangha. The second verse is important. Pradarbhajami manasa vajasamagamyam vacho vibanti nikilaya danugrahena yem nedi vachane nigama avochuhu tam deva devam ajamachyudama pravuragrayam. In this particular second of the three Pradasmarami slokas, Pradaha means beginning of the day. Smarami, I remember. So, Pradaha Smaranam. At the early morning, what you should remember? What you should remember? Coffee. First thing, coffee. What is for breakfast? That is not what? Pradarbhajami manasa vajasa agamyam. At the beginning of the day, I worship what? Manasa vachasam gamyam. Agamyam. By mind and speech, what cannot be thought of. But at the same time, vacho vibhanti nikila yadanugrahena. At the same time, even though it is not possible for me to mentally think about it or vocally speak about it, yet, because of whom alone, speech is possible. Nikila vacha yadanugrahena vibhanti. The speech is possible because of that alone. Today also morning I was talking about Kena Upanishad. The student asks, what makes anybody speak or how is speech possible? This teacher says, Shrotrasya sotram manaso manoyati vacho havacham savu pranasya prana. Chakshushas chakshuhu adimuchadiraha pretyasma loka tamrta bhavanti. That which is the speech of the speech, ear of the ear, mind of the mind, eye of the eye. bulb of the bulb, light of the light, fan of the fan. See, even though you don't see the current, is it not true when suddenly this goes away? What do you think? Oh, light gone. We say light gone. What do you mean by that? Electricity is no more passing through this bulb. So we say light is gone. What we mean is electricity is not there. If the bulb has burst, still electricity is there. Only the bulb is not able to express it. Or somebody switched off by mistake means, that means the electricity is cut off, but it is not there. Only the bulb is incapable of deriving anymore. Similarly, speech is possible yad anugrahena, due to whose grace. Yam neti vachanehi nigama avochuhu, which is indicated by the scripture says naiti. Not this. Tam deva devam ajam achyudam prahuhu avyayam. He is called Achyuta. He is called Avyaya. Now, our point here is vachoha vacham. See, when we speak, this is the beauty of our Shastras. They have gone deep into understanding what is speech. What we know presently as speech is what is produced by the vocal cords, correct? What is produced by the vocal cords, only what we call it as speech. But in our Shastra, they have gone deeper into this science of speech. First thing is, in the Vedas, the knowledge came to the Mahatmas not in a written form. Knowledge is not written form at all. Written form, meaning scripted form, is much later. First one that happens before you speak, before the Rishi spoke about any subject matter, is called para. Para means in the deep seat of contemplation, they come to realize the absolute truth. In the total quietude of the mind, in the complete stillness of the mind, there is this presence of pure awareness within and without has been experienced. That is the first point where the speech begins. It's called para. Then the next stage is called pashyanti. Jnana chakshusha pashyanti. Now, that is only an abstract idea, that abstract knowledge that has come, but they start thinking about it through their intellectual eye. Jnana chakshusha pashyanti. How do I comprehend this? Now I give always this example. You are all listening to me or not? Yes. Are you all?
Yes.
Oh. Now what are you listening? When I stop talking, what are you listening?
Silence.
Silence.
Listening to silence.
Can you listen to silence?
Yes.
Is it similar to speech? When I am saying, you are listening through, you are saying yours. Now when I stop talking, are there words?
Silence.
What thought is there when I stop talking? When I start talking, you can hear the words and understanding the concept, and you are intellectualizing it. When I stop talking, you say, I'm hearing to silence. How do you hear?
Presence of silence.
But it is not similar to speech. Speech involves words, meanings, understanding. Silence does not involve words. There is no sound. There is no letters. Then what are you listening? So this listening is called awareness. I am aware of silence. You don't say, I'm hearing silence. Do you say? Now I hear silence. I feel. Correct or not? So, in the same way, these Mahatmas, when they brought the mind to complete stillness, they heard. It's not hearing, but there is no other way you can explain it. That's why it's called Shruti. Shravanam means to listen or hear, to be precise. Listening is more than I listen to silence. When you say, Gurudev always make this difference. Hearing is through the ears, listening is through the mind. You don't listen, you don't hear the silence. You listen to silence. You pay attention. So, when the rishis sat in their absolute stillness of the mind, they heard what? They didn't hear any sound. They heard means they become aware of. What? Aware of what is beyond words. Aware of what is beyond thoughts. Aware of what is beyond matter. But when they come to comprehend that, immediately the intellect comes into the picture, trying to understand it. Like we are trying to understand silence. This is called Jnana Chakshusha Pashyanti. Para is coming to be aware. Pashyanti means trying to understand through our equipments. As much as you wake up in the morning, and if I ask you, what were you thinking before you woke up? Before you woke up, what is your answer? What were you thinking before you woke up? You may say nothing. So, I was not aware of anything, but I was there. Similarly, Pashyanti means where the intellectual comprehension about something which cannot be known without negating everything else. Na iti nigama avochuhu. Not this, not this, not this, not this. Does not lead to absence. It is not emptiness. It is vastness. See, when you go from here to Bakersfield, for example, when you drive, at some point of time, the top of the, just going up to almost what, 3,000? Almost 3,000 feet height it goes, right? 4,000, that, what is that called? No, there is a particular place there. So once it reaches there, and then you suddenly saw vastness of the valley. The Bakersfield is a valley, so you see, suddenly it opens up. So, in the same way, the mind having rejected all that, it suddenly opens up, expands itself. It is not therefore an emptiness, it is vastness. That's what I am trying to say. When you go up in a hill, and then the top of the, let us say 10,000 square, 10,000 meter, 10,000 feet, etc. When you go to the top of it and then suddenly look around, vastness. No particular object you perceive, but you see the expansion. This Pashyanti, they come to comprehend that expansion. And then they think about how to communicate through a medium. The best medium being only medium that by which the student can be told, or the person who is wanting to know about it can be instructed, is through speech. So the medium through which they try to communicate is called Madhyama. Madhyama. Madhyama means Madhyam. Madhyam means means, a method, a tool, an instrument. So the third level of speech is, or third aspect of the speech, starting from para, the realization, Pashyanti, comprehension, Madhyama, communication. How to communicate? It can be communicated by gestures, but not many people understand gestures. Like a mime when they do. You know, there is a method, various means of explaining or expressing what you are thinking. You know that face they show. You know what you call nowadays? What you call emojis? Emojis. There's no word involved, but the face itself shows whether it's anger, happiness, questioning, all those things. Emojis. So Madhyama means a means by which you communicate. They think about how to communicate this knowledge. Then comes Vak Vaikari, Vikara. Vikara means where it modifies into speech. So speech is only the fourth aspect of the entire process. In Ganapati Avarvashisha Upanishad, I don't know how many of you know. Chatvari Vaak Padani. Chatvari Vaak. This is called the four. Chatvari. Four are the Vakpadas. Para, Pashyanti, Madhyama, Vaikari. First one is realization, comprehension, communication, and then speech. So when it comes to speech, the Mahatmas who have, or the great masters who have just realized the absolute truth, when they convert that knowledge into words, they are extremely specific about not bringing any kind of ambiguity in what they say. That's why they are precise about what words to use. It should not be misunderstood. And they do not want to over-verbiage it. They should not talk too much about it. It leads to confusion. And that is the reason why, in understanding the Vedas, the student is first taught about or taught Siksha, phonetics. Phonetics means what words to use and how to use, when to use. Those words that are used should have the exact meaning with no ambiguity in its for what it is used for. So that is the reason why we call our Gurudev as eloquent, not because, as I said in the beginning, it's not that he likes to speak and keep speaking. No, choosing the right word to communicate. That is the most important. That is why it's called Vagmine. Eloquence is not speaking alone. It is choosing the right words to communicate. That's why Pratarbhajami manasa vajasama gamyam vacho vibanti nikilaya danugrahena. And also it is said that because of the anugraha of the Lord only you get the right word. The word that will come to you to speak also is Bhagavan's grace. In the Tulsi Ramayana also, it is said, in the beginning of the Tulsi Ramayana, it will come very beautifully. That statement says, what is that? Bhavani Shankara Vante Shraddha Vishwasarupino Yaspam Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Santasamisharam. Then it comes, what is that word? What is that statement? No, Vande Bodhamayam Nitya about Shiva. Then after that, it says about Ganesha and Vani. So, Arthanam, Varnanam, Artha Sanganam, Rasanam, Chandasamapi, Mangalanam Chakattaro, Vande Vani Vinayakau. Varnanam, Artha Sangana. Varna means letters. A letter by itself is not having any meaning. It has to combine with another. Artha Sangana. So, the letter A. What does it mean to you? Does it mean anything? In letter A in English? A. But in which context you are putting A is important. If you go to a movie and say A, what does it mean? It has meaning, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
U, what is the meaning? U. In the theatre, U means universal. Anybody can watch. No, U has a meaning. Yes or no? M, if you see on the road, what does it mean? McDonald. So you see, Artha Sanganam, it has to have an association with the meaning. Varnanam Artha Sanganam. Because Bhagavan Krishna says, Akaro Sarvo Vak. All words, all speech begin with A. Is it not in any language? Any language, A is the beginning of everything. So why it is there? You know why? Because when you open the mouth, first sound that will come is A. Interestingly, why it is called vowel? You know why it's called vowel? And if you are not interested, I am not going to tell. All the vowels have no frictions. Think. No frictions. A, I, U, E in Tamil. I, O, Au. Is there anywhere any friction? Whereas you say Ka, friction started. Cha. It has to meet with each other. Then only it can become a Vyanjanas. Consonants are those which need combinations. Vowels are those which need no combinations. The sound will be produced without having any friction. Any friction there? Anything meeting with each other? No. U. See, the mouth is moving in this fashion, that's all. But when it comes to consonant, Ka, Cha, Ta, Tha, Tha, Ma, Va, Ya, Ra, La. So, Akaro Sarvo Vak. From A it starts. I mean, when you talk about language, of course, Sanskrit far exceeds everything else because of the scientific precision. Of course, the oldest being Tamil that has been regarded. What I'm saying is the precision in, that's why it's called Samskritam, because it's precise. It is made pure. It made scientific. It made systematic. Anyway, let us not go there. So here, Varnanam Artha Sanganam, not only the letter should have Artha, Rasanam. It must have the taste of it. Taste means it must convey certain emotions and feelings. And Chandasa. When it comes to poetry, it must follow a meter. Varnanam Artha Sanganam Rasanam Chandasamami. And lastly, but not least, Mangalanam Chakartano. And what makes it Mangalam? What makes it auspicious, what makes it divine is the presence of God in that. The blessings of the Lord. Vande Vani Vinayakam. Not only Vani, the goddess of speech, but also the one who is making it Mangalam. Mangaldata is Bhagavan Ganesha. Mangalamurti. Why Mangalamurti? Mangala means one who presides over the words and gives the blessings of auspiciousness. So when he talked about, Gurudev was a person who, even though he spoke the language of English, but he beautified that English. And he will not say, when he would express, you can feel word, you can feel the word. He will not say it is terrible. It is terrible. You will feel that. That feeling of terrible will be atrocious. You feel that it's not so beautiful. I mean, and the anger. So you will feel that the whole vibrating presence there. That's why he would give so much of energy to his words. Unbelievable amount of, that energy would come out of just speech. So that is what is called giving that strength to that word. You cannot just say, some people say jewelry. Jewelry. It is not jewelry. Jewelry. It has to be, that light should come out of it. Jewelry. So jewelry, Actually, the jewelry word is English, not English word, Sanskrit. Jwala. Do you know jwala? Jwala means light. Jewelry must give that brightness, otherwise it's not jewelry. Jewel is also any precious stone is called jewels. So it must reflect light, otherwise it's not jewelry. Anyway, so the speech that is also being blessed by the Lord, that is why he says, Pradar bhajami manasa vajasama gamyam vacho vibhanti nikila yad anugrahena tam nedi vachane chamagama vochuku. Now, interestingly, I was looking through, because it's a mostly Tamil crowd, I was looking at the portion of Tirukkural where it is Vaimai. So Vaimai, this is Tiruvallur, who is so well known for his eloquency in writing. In Gita also it is said, Vagmine tapas. What is tapas in speech? Anudvekakaram vakyam. Satyam prehitam chayat. Swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchate. First and foremost, this is when you speak, you should not hurt others. You should not disturb others. Before you say anything, please think about it. At least for New Year, let us take a resolution. Let us speak something or anything after thinking, first of all, and make sure that it doesn't really hurt anyone or do anything wrong to anybody. Vaimai enapaduvadu yadenin yadondrum தீங்கு இல்லாத சொல்லல். How many Tamil? என்ன சொல்லுங்க? வாய்மை எனப்படுவது யாதெனின் யாதொன்றும் தீமை இல்லாத சொல்லல். What does that mean? What do you call this வாய்மை? What do you call it as speech? எனப்படுவது யாதெனின் யாதொன்றும் தீங்கு இல்லாத சொல்லல். You should not hurt anyone. Same as Anudvekakaram Vakyam. Okay? Either Krita took it from him or Gita took it. Obviously. I am sure, see, it is not Tiruvallur went and learned Gita. I don't think so. Because he's down south, probably it never reached him. But it is true that Mahatmas, when they look at the truth, it's all the same for them. Whether it is Vyasa who looked at it some 6,000 to 10,000 years back, or Tiruvallur some 2,000 or 3,000 years back when he looked at it. It's one and the same. Sun cannot be different from each other. It's the same thing. One person was walking in the road in Las Vegas and he asked another person who was coming in the opposite direction. It's all very dark here. Is it a full moon? I mean, no moon today? New moon today? He said, I'm not from Las Vegas, I'm from LA. Now tell me, whether it's a new moon or a full moon, it doesn't change from whether it's Las Vegas, it's not new moon, only in Las Vegas. So in the same way, whether the sun or the moon, anything, it is the same for everyone.
Everyone.
So truth cannot be different from each other. And then it's not truth. If it is truth for me and not truth for you, then it's not truth. So whether Thiruvalluvar looked at it or Vyasa looked at it many thousands of years back, they looked at the same thing. வாய்மை என்னப்படுவது யாதெனின் யாதொன்றும் தீங்கு இல்லாது சொல். Saying not what will hurt others, what is bad, never speak. But we are interested only in that. Gossip, what is wrong with others? Please tell me that person. It's interesting. Here, Thiruvalluvar has thought about this so deeply. It says, as I have explained to you before, a speech is an external expression of what you are thinking. A speech should be something which is actually coming out of what you have been thinking. So if you listen to a person carefully, you will know what he has been thinking. Useless words when he utters, useless thinking only is going on then. Useless tweets means what? His Twitter will explain to you what he is thinking. Isn't it? When you tweet something, you know what he is thinking. Anyway, let's not go there. So, see, when you know in your heart what is not right, here beautifully he puts as, தன்னெஞ்செறிவது பொய்யற்க பொய்த்தபின் தன்னஞ்சே தன்னை சுடும். So what it means is, when you know something is not true, don't speak. You see, that's why he says, anudvegakaram vakyam satyam. You see the next one? Satyam means what? That you know for sure it is true. Then only you should speak about it. Tannenjarivadu, once you know in your heart it is poi. Poi means what? Poi. It is not true. Tannenjarivadu poyyarka. Even when you know that it is, poi also means to say also. Poyyarka. Do not say when you know it is not true. If you say, poittabin, if you say, tannanje tannai chudum. That much you know. That portion many people know. Your own mind will hurt you. Nobody else. In your mind you know it is wrong. But if you speak, it will hit you back. So this is becoming more conscious. So that is why Gurudev said, that when you are saying what is given in the scriptures exactly as it is, then there is nothing wrong. But if you interpret the way you want, you are actually cheating that scriptures. You are actually not serving. You are doing disservice to the tradition. You are doing disservice to the Shastra. Today's world, what we find is so many people call themselves Mahatmas, Gurus, and they completely deny Shastra. You don't need Shastra. You don't need scriptures. You don't need Gita. You don't need the Upanishads. You don't need to read Ramayana. You don't need to do any of these Upanishads and all. You don't need. What all that you need is sit in one corner, breathe. You mean to say, all these people, Rishis and Mahatmas who have read and understood and have given to the world, done a futile, useless job? Huh? You know, when you completely deny the very repository of knowledge, and if the majority of the people, for the sake of convenience, have taken to that path, you are basically bringing about the decline of the whole tradition and the decline of the truth. Is it not true? But many people, why should we do it? It's all old thing. Truth is never old. How can it be old? Can you say, this sun is too old, let us get a new one? So when you know that in your heart that it is not right, moment you utter that, it will start hurting you only first. Gurudev said, be honest, be sincere to Shastra. And then that very Shastra will protect you. Because you are saying what? Sahana vavatu, sahano vunattu, saha viryam karavavahe, tejasvino aditamastu ma vidvishavahe. Meaning, when we study the scriptures together, let those Shastra Devata, the deity of the Shastra, let it protect us. Let it protect us. Not only that, whatever we have learned, let it stay brilliant in our heart. எல்லா விளக்கும் விளக்கல்ல, சான்றோர்க்கு பொய்யா விளக்கே விளக்கு. Not all lights are lamps, or not all lights are lights. For the men of knowledge, truth alone is the light. Thiruvallur. Think about it. For a saint, the truth alone is the guiding light. He doesn't need any other light. That will lead him to the right path, lead him to the right goal. So Gurudev had uncompromisingly stuck to what is said in the Shastra. And there are so many others who came and so many different interpretations, so many people they are starting their own traditions. It will not last long because it has no support system. Where he stuck to this uncompromisingly, telling what is already established in the Shastra. That is why he was so bold, fearless about speaking the truth. I am protected by the Shastra, so who can claim otherwise? Even Shankaracharya, when he wrote his scriptures, he never deviated from what is already said there. So when you say on your own only, you have to protect it. When you say what is already there, that will protect you. So that is the reason why he also told us, read your Swadhyaya Pravachanabhyam na pramadin. So that's why he says, Anudvekagaram Vakyam Satyam Priyahitam Chayad Swadhyaya Abhyasanam Chaiva Vangmayam Tapauchate. When do I learn what the right thing to say? When I continuously engage in understanding the scriptures and practice it, my words can never go wrong. Because it is constantly supported by established truth. So, such a one, our Gurudev, boldly, so fearlessly declared the word. In fact, I'll conclude with that. When Gurudev was giving lectures in Chennai, the Brahmanas, who were there, Pandits, who were attached to Kanchi Shankaracharya, but they were very upset that he is speaking in public about Gita, that too in English. So what they did was, one day, I might have said this in some other occasion also, they took him to the senior, Kanchi senior. So they took him and just had a personal conversation. For that sake, they took Gurudev to senior. Gurudev, as you know, by birth he was not a Brahman, he's Kshatriya. So these people have hard time accepting it. How can a Kshatriya speak about Gita? Anyway, they didn't realize that both the student Arjuna and Krishna both were Kshatriya. The other was there. Anyway, Vyasa himself is not fully Brahmana. Anyway, they took him there, and then afterwards, Kanchi senior met with Gurudev. Both of them had a little conversation. After that, Gurudev moved to look at the other temple, etc. These Brahmanas were very curious. They went to senior and said, Maharaj, he is speaking on Gita in public and that too in English. What is your opinion? Kanchi senior looked at them. He is more Brahmana than any Brahmana. Go and learn from him. Go. You can never get such a person to teach you. Go ahead and listen to him without any, mental blocks. Go. That was the authority at that time. Kanchi senior's authority on these scriptures, and he said, "You go and learn from him. He is the best person." So he had that blessings of the highest, great Mahatmas of his times. And so we are so blessed to belong to that tradition of Pujya Gurudev, whose eloquence, whose sincerity, whose abidance in the truth, whose flawlessness in speaking about it, his fearlessness about speaking the truth, has made a huge difference in the entire thinking world. And we are so grateful to remember him on his 25th Mahasamadhi year. In the 93, he left his body in San Diego, and this year is his 25th year. So that's the reason why we have this explaining his qualities. Yesterday I was talking about Siddha Prajna Lakshana. He said very clearly, Siddhasya Lakshanani Sadhakasya Sadhanani cha. The qualities of a Mahatma becomes a practice for the seekers. So if we are truly admiring his greatness, we must maintain that very discipline of speaking only what is right and speaking only when it is not hurting others and speaking after thinking and precisely saying what you need to say. So that much of discipline we should take it up as our promise to ourselves. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Once again, Happy New Year to all of you.